You're very welcome back to the programme. Now, adult children are staying at home longer and longer these days. And as a parent, asking your children to pay their way and then figuring out how much to charge them can be a little tricky. So we have commissioned a nationwide survey to find out what you think is a fair amount. Tadhg Enright has the details.
Well, I am living at home at the moment, but I'm only working part-time, so it's just whatever I can contribute, like maybe 20 a week or whatever, but my parents don't really mind, like.
I suppose if they're living at home and they're making a decent bit of money, maybe 50 a week would be good.
I might offer to make a contribution, but I don't think it's the kind of thing that I'm lucky enough to be in the situation where I don't even think my dad would ask.
If I was full-time working, I would definitely pay towards the bills and stuff.
It is what it is. They've looked after you for 20 years. They could probably do another couple of years. Like,
this new phenomenon about moving out when you're 20 and living in a flat, that's totally new. That's all American ideas, mad ideas.
The Consumer Show commissioned Behaviour and Attitudes to survey your views. 11% said adult children living at home should pay nothing towards the running of the home. 19% thought they should look after their own food and living expenses, but nothing else.
So how do you put a value on all the benefits of living at home with your mammy and your daddy? After all, once you go through that front door, everything is laid on for you.
Welcome home, sir. Can I take your coat, sir?
Yeah?
Chef is preparing your dinner for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your paper, sir.
Thank you.
And after dinner drinks, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Your remote, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Your bill, sir.
Oh. Oh.
This I want to see. Butler, 1 week, €1,000. Chef, 1 week's meals, 5 hours, €250. And a maid, I'm that as well. 1 week's housekeeping, 10 hours, 170. I am finally recognised. What do you think of that, Tim?
Oh, what do you want to buy, the butler?
You're the chef sometimes too.
Yeah, well, I'll just stick with the butler. He gets 1,000.
Only 6% of those who answered our survey thought working children should pay their parents the market rate of rent plus an equal share of bills. But what is a fair amount? To answer that difficult question, I've gone to meet the McCabes. Dad, Tommy, is a taxi driver.
So, Tommy, is this Dad's taxi too?
Oh, yes. Yeah, very much so. Dad's taxi. Dad does everything, I think.
Tommy and his wife have 4 children. 3 live at home, 2 of them are working. 25-year-old Paul works front of house in a Dublin restaurant.
I'm Tadhg, nice to meet you.
Well, how are you?
How are you getting on?
Okay, good to see you. Yeah.
Paul, you're well looked after here. You're getting
I'm
waited on, aren't you?
treated like royalty here. Best way of describing it is my dad would be like the chauffeur. The house is always clean, the fridge is always full, there's always beer there. My clothes are washed for me. In a way, it's like living in a hotel.
Do you pay something to your mum and dad every month?
200 a month.
200 a month?
I know, and I know when I'm saying 200 a month, and it's
It's only a gesture on their part towards the housekeeping. €50 per week. It doesn't pay.
Yeah.
You know.
It's 50 quid. Have you thought about how far that would go on, you know, food, all your necessaries, if you were living on your own?
living on €50 for a week. You would have no luxury goods. There would be no added beers in on top of it. There'd be no nice dinners.
So we hit the village to see how far €50 a week would go if he was living on his own. First, the laundry.
Hey, how's things, man? These are all my work shirts and work trousers. Both of them will need to be pressed and ironed.
How much is that going to set Paul back?
15. Leaves me with 35 for a week shopping. So that should be interesting.
Go check that out. Your Granny Smith's then, is it?
It is indeed, yeah.
I like the pink ladies. When it comes to what your mom makes for you, do you have a favourite, or?
She makes homemade aromatic duck all the time.
Homemade aromatic duck, I tell you.
The rack of ribs, they're quality.
Tasty. Some butter. Do you need any milk?
Milk, yeah, I need minimum 4 litres. Toothpaste, deodorant.
4 packets of biscuits in a week.
I could eat these in
In a day?
5 minutes.
Yeah, wait till you hit 30 and your metabolism kicks in,
I know, and it stops working.
Will we ring it up and find out what the bad news is?
It's definitely more than 35 euro.
Aren't you glad I'm here to help you?
I am, just a little bit, yeah.
What would you do without me? So, that €200 a month, I mean, what proportion of your income is that?
That's only a 12th of my wages.
12th? I don't think your parents are spending only a 12th of their income on keeping that roof over all your heads.
They're probably spending 80% of their income.
$68.99.
That's well over.
That's budget. Almost twice your 35 left after the laundry, isn't
it? Say if I only had the 35 euro on me now, like I'm trying to think what would I take out to bring it down to 35 euro.
40% of you told our survey that adult children should make a contribution based on a proportion of their wages, and they thought on average that 29% was a fair proportion. 21% of people we surveyed said adult children should pay their parents an equal share of all the running costs of the home. So let's find out the running costs of the McCabe household. Dad Tommy crunches the numbers.
Tommy,
electricity first.
It comes in around 140 to 150 per month. The gas bill that I have here, okay, came in this morning and I was shocked, and it came in at €580.
580.
580.
That's for 2 months, so it's 290 for a month then.
Yeah.
How much do you spend on the TV, the phone, the broadband?
It comes in every month at €120.
How much you spend when you go to the supermarket?
We reckon we're spending somewhere between 1,000 to about maybe 1150 per month.
For food?
For food, yeah. It's food shopping.
I didn't think it would be over €1,000.
Oh, it is. And it is consistently. Because we're looking at feeding 5 adults, and then from time to time, maybe a friend of yours comes in the door. We're not going to say, oh, you can't sit down for dinner.
And then there's other things like bins and the property taxes as well. So why don't we put another 100 down a month for all those things together?
Yeah.
Altogether, that comes to 1,800. And divide that by the 4 adults who are working in the house. That's 450 each. So compare that to the 200 you're putting in, Paul.
Still short 250.
What do you think?
I feel like a horrible son a little bit, to be honest with you. No, it's upsetting, to be honest with you. It really is. Like, these are your parents. You're giving minimal. It's not nice.